Hello out there, this is Wake Angel 2001. Some of you may have noticed that I was a bit quiet for a few days. It's because I spent the weekend at Rhode Island Comic Con, so I was about 2 states over. I had a great time at Rhode Island Comic Con. It was really cool. Let me show you off some of the swag that I got there. I got a Strika figure. I'll do a review of her later. She was the last major female character to get a retail release that I didn't own a toy of. So, there's her. I also found this. It's a Paragon Medic, based off of an RC mold. Technically speaking, this was the first RC toy, although it doesn't transform. It's just, well, I'll show you. I'll review that one too. And here's something that I was absolutely flabbergasted to find. Like, this was nuts. I know it probably doesn't look like much to you guys, but you just have to trust me when I say that this is a major piece of lost childhood. It's a Sonic the Hedgehog candy holder. It's a gum holder. It's from 1993. I actually had one of these when I was a little kid, but it broke. And I was kind of upset because it's a really cool little thing. And you hear that? It still has the original gum inside. Oop. Yeah, it's that gum that looks like quartzite. That's a kind of rock, by the way. Some sidewalk gravel might look like it. I also bought a nice big stack of comic books. Some of them are independent. Some of them are, DC Fair. I think my favorite find for the weekend, however, was this. It's Atomic Robo. Oh my god, I read an Atomic Robo comic a couple years ago for Free Comic Book Day, and I just fell in love with it. I love Atomic Robo. I love the character. I love the world. I love the designs. It's all just fantastic. These are the paperback collections of several issues, volumes 1, 2, and 8. They were the only ones that the guy had. But yeah, I've only gotten about halfway through the first volume, but it is just this is great. This is there's action. I'm actually, when you see like in an anime, you see some guy sitting in front of his manga laughing his ass off. Yeah, that's the kind of experience I was having when I was reading these. I would highly recommend anyone to get into Atomic Robo, because Atomic Robo, you know what? I'm wondering why they, with all the blockbuster movies being adapted from comic books these days, I'm wondering why they haven't adapted Atomic Robo into a movie franchise yet. Because he'd make a great franchise. Okay. Let me zoom back out. I need to get like a remote zoomer for this thing. Okay, so that's me showing off my swag. The real reason I wanted to shoot some video today is because a few weeks ago I made an announcement on my DeviantArt channel page, and I think on my other places where I post art, that I would be doing a weekly vlog series for when the Sonic Boom cartoon comes out, which is this Saturday, in fact. Like, every time the episode comes out, I would do a vlog showing and talk about it, and there will be spoilers, of course, because I'm going to talk about their overall storylines and stuff, but my impressions, what I think of it, all that stuff. And, yeah, that's coming soon. In fact, a little bit of a preview, I just got the first Sonic Boom comic in the mail a couple days ago. I won't really spoil the plot of the comic for you guys, but if it's supposed to set the tone, have the same tone as a cartoon, They make a few jabs at the fourth wall. Robotnik is still trying to destroy them with giant robots, but he seems to get distracted by a kind of weird friendship he has with them too. In fact, there's one point where he and Tails actually get distracted talking about tech stuff in the middle of their fight. Sonic has to remind them that they're enemies. It kind of reminds me of what they did in Sonic Chronicles: The Lost Brotherhood, where when Tails and Eggman were on the same side, they actually formed quite a friendship because they have a significant amount in common because of their mechanical inclinations and genius. Aside from that, personality-wise, Tails and Sonic themselves are almost indistinguishable from what I've seen here from the regular mainline Sonic universe. Knuckles is, well, I think Knuckles has suffered from character degeneration over the years, because he's kind of a big dummy. He's a big galoot. He's not the cleverest guy. He's a big muscle-bound, I'm gonna punch things doof. And if you saw him running around hitting things in Sonic Lost World, you know that that's pretty much what Knuckles acts like now. But I don't know, that's not what Knuckles was like in the beginning. I remember Knuckles is supposed to be dedicated to protecting the Angel Island and the Master Emerald. If he's easy to trick, it's only because he's so naive because of his life of isolation. He's not supposed to be a big, dumb guy. I really don't... It's not Sonic Boom's fault that Knuckles is that way, but I don't know, they just didn't really... I'm gonna have to see the show. There's only the first issue, so... Although Knuckles is self-aware enough to know when he's being insulted, so there's that at least. Hopefully they'll smarten him up as they get fan feedback, because I don't really like him being this big dumbass. Styx the Badger, she's every bit as crazy and nuts. There's a point where she's tracking the robots and she's like sniffing the ground, and everyone's like, wow, I can't believe she's such a great tracker from her years living alone in the wild. I was like, oh no, I just like the way the grass smells. I'm actually just following these big footprints. That's fun. She's quirky and hilarious, but you know, we all knew she was going to be quirky and hilarious. And Amy, her characterization, she's snarky. She's snarky and sarcastic, and she actually seems pretty competent at battle strategy. That's a big departure from the crazy fangirl that we've gotten over the years. Actually, where Knuckles' character has degenerated, Amy's character has generated so well. I remember when do you guys remember the Game Boy Advance days, the Sonic fighting game, Sonic Battle? Do you remember how Amy was in that game? I made one of my crack-up comics about it. She displayed a textbook case of anorexia nervosa from her insane characterization in that game. Like, she was constantly exercising, she was barely eating any food, she was hallucinating, going into delusional states about her relationship and her own body. She had a textbook medically diagnosable case of anorexia. I mean, how can you write a character like that by accident? But they've, I think they realized what they did then, because they've been writing her character to be less self-destructively insane and more just fangirl. And she's actually, there's actually no signs of her being an insane fangirl, but I think that has to do with the fact that they're a lot closer here. It almost seems like they're roommates or neighbors. So I guess Amy doesn't have to become an insane stalker when she probably, lives in the same general area as Sonic. I mean, I don't know if they literally live in the same house, but they probably live closer to each other. That's what I'm trying to get at. So yeah, So that's my impression of the Sonic Boom franchise based on what I read in the first comic, and a quick preview of what the characters are going to be like. But then I realized that Sonic Boom really shouldn't exist in a vacuum for us, because Sonic the Hedgehog is one of the most adapted video games for cartoon shows. In fact, let's give a quick count. There was the Adventures cartoon, there was the Sat AM cartoon, there was a Christmas special, the OVA, Sonic Underground, and Sonic X. So that's six cartoons based off of the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. And you know what? They made that Sonic Unleashed short video, with the Ghost Girl. So I think I should count that separately because it's not actually canon with the regular Sonic universe. So let's say 7. Between short films, specials, and adaptations, there's been 7. Okay, so I figured as a quick lead up to this vlog series, I'm going to do lead ups of what I remember from watching those older cartoons and what they were like, so that we can have some context when I refer to something like oh, this is just like how Sat AM did, or this was a trope that was made popular in Underground. You know, like if I say that, and then you're gonna be like, huh? So let's embark on a little video series to talk about the other Sonic cartoons as I remember them, and I'm gonna do them in the order that they were made, more or less. So it'll start with the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay, so this video ends, and I'm gonna make these are gonna be the first lead-ins to the playlist that will be the Sonic the Hedgehog, the Sonic Boom vlog series. Alright, so I'll see you in the next video.